Hello, hello, everyone. My name is X21, host of the X21 podcast. Today is episode 4, and today's date is August 15th. Today's Tuesday, 2:41 in the morning. You guys probably want to know why I'm up in the morning. Did I stay up? No, I did not stay up. I went to sleep around like 9:30 and woke up at like 12. I might have got like 3 hours of sleep or 2 hours and 30 minutes, whatever. And I just woke up or whatever, messaged my friend a little bit, talking about some video games and stuff like that, and that was literally about it for the past what how many ever hours or whatever. And I was I was watching WWE. I had that on, and when I woke up, it was off because obviously wrestling ended. I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy because I was watching it and I was kind of just laying down while watching it because I wasn't really that tired at all. Because sometimes you get that little feeling of like being like really tired and just not being able to sleep at all or anything like that. So I was basically that was literally me for real. I was basically just kind of just trying to sleep in. But today we got a round of topics for you guys for the podcast. Yeah, I was very tired. I was very tired. Waking up more so than you know. I guess when I was laying down earlier trying to sleep. I was trying to watch the wrestling honestly, but that's the way it usually goes. You try to watch something you really into, and then you just fall to sleep while watching it. And it's not because you're bored of it or anything. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. It always happens. I was highly entertained though watching wrestling, but all that happened. But like I said, today we got some topics for you guys. We have. Let me go ahead and read it up to you. Like I said, episode 4 of the podcast. So refunded festival lace and why. So now I got 473 skins instead of 474. We get into that. That'll probably be the second thing we talk about. Me getting a job, which I think I'm gonna talk about that one first. Next season, which is season 4, the last probably the last season of the chapter, right? Borderlands, Xbox One, Overwatch 2, my first Warzone win, Road Company, Dance Central 3, and games I'm looking to complete. So I feel like in this podcast I can kind of get away with things as long as I talk about at least a little bit of Fortnite. So I went ahead and added this is kind of like a chill episode, ain't really me trying to think too much or think too hard about certain things. So I wanted to go ahead and actually make this podcast before I start working, which I don't know when is it going to be? It could be next week, it could be tomorrow. Never know when I can go ahead and work again. Well, yeah, I guess again, right? Um, gonna take a sip of my Dr Pepper real quick. So I can't wait till I get a job. Let's go ahead and just start with the first topic, which is basically I got a job. I mean, so my dad and my brother before my brother left, to go to um a certain area to get his place or whatever. Um he used to work at a place called Cap Shoes where they make military shoes at um and they do whatever they need to do to them with the heels on the boots or shoes or whatever. And all different sorts of type of stuff, probably to polish the boots, make them look shiny and all that other stuff. Um they basically was doing different things like that, and then they got certain department areas that you basically are doing in that one place. I used to go over there a lot as a kid when I was sick or when I was fake sick. uh, I used to just go over there and see what everybody else was doing, and it kind of just brought back memories of me being little again, just going back there and actually seeing what everybody was doing over there and seeing new workers and workers that used to work there all the time when I was little, coming back and actually working there as well. It brought up with me being like a little kid again. Now I was in high school one day. because I'm just gonna lead up to the point of kind of just getting the job. And me and a few of my friends were talking. I didn't even know people like me like that for real. Like people wanted to talk to me like that. Um, but I was talking to it was like three girls and two or three other guys. We was all having a conversation about different things. About first we started with like relationships and different things, but I'm gonna throw that aside. But we was talking about getting jobs and stuff like that. They said when I'm gonna get my first job, and I was like, I'm not actually too sure. I'm like, just as soon as I get out of school, I guess. And they was like, "What do you think you gonna work?" And one guy said caps, and then the other guy was like, he was like, "Yeah, you probably gonna work with caps with your brother and your dad, ain't you?" I'm like, "Nah, not really." I said, I don't know if I want to work there. People there are lazy, which people there are lazy and really don't get fired for it. And if they do get fired for being lazy, they will get hired back. But hey, I digress. Whatever. Move on. So work for my friend's parents. Shout out to Trevor and his parents, by the way. Incredible opportunity. Just to make a little bit of money before, working or whatever. And me wanting to save some of it up, our water went out, so I had to use some of that money to basically do whatever I needed to do to basically be able to eat. Um, I try to get like groceries, as much groceries as I can, and I bought water bottles to keep myself hydrated and different things like that. I even bought stuff before left to go to Tennessee with them, and everything worked out perfectly. Until when I came back, the water was off. When I came back, the water we had water on when we freaking when I was there. We had water on when I left and came back. Not even like a weekend, water went off. But here recently, they figured out what the problem was to it, and they should be coming back down here maybe this weekend, hopefully to go ahead and look at it. I'm hoping that they can do something with that. That way we can get some water back on here. It's been a little terrible without it, but at the same time, I've been living pretty good. Been able to play the game as much as I wanted to and different things like that. Now let's move on to the job. I know I was kind of just off topic. Usually I am when talking about certain things, but yeah. So usually you can just get hired out of the blue when working that job. You can literally get hired out of the blue, but for me, and I knew it was gonna happen because I I I feel certain things when I'm thinking about something. When I'm thinking about getting a job, when I'm thinking about trying to get a free item playing a video game or whatever I'm trying to do. I feel like it's always a catch. You know what I'm saying? For my brother and everybody else that worked, that got their job there, everybody else, they had probably like applications and different things like that. But some people didn't really get hired by application. Some people just hired shook whoever's hand that was running the thing, and then they was just working. Me, I gotta do a whole application. I gotta wait for somebody to interview me and different things like that. When a lot of people that worked there didn't really have to do it, so I always thought that was ridiculous, and I was like, whatever. So basically now I'm waiting from this person in Michigan because they somehow left as soon as I got there. They just wasn't there or whatever. And I'm just literally waiting on the phone call. Like I could be sleeping, the person would call or whatever. I'm trying to stay up as long as I can to be completely honest because I got this sleep. Like I say, I felt tired when I got up. Got a little caffeine in me. Now I'm not really tired at all. But yeah, I'm literally just waiting at this point. It's just a waiting game. It's literally just a waiting game. It's nothing I can do. I can probably call the number again to see if the person responds. But I left a voicemail. I left a voice message. I should be getting a call, so I don't know what's going on there. Take another sip of that. Um, yeah, so I should basically have a job, but if I don't get it, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I might move down to Vista if I don't do it. I posted on Twitter um about you know kind of just making my last video here on YouTube for the year, and I'll probably come back in the middle of next year and basically work on my content then when I get me a new place. But I'll probably be living with my mom and my sisters if things don't work out. Like I said, with me getting a job. So this job is kind of like everything at the moment. It's gonna get me set up for what should be um, a decent pay. I'm not really picky on the pay. I just want to get paid something, right? At least at the moment, you know. I feel like what you work hard for, you're gonna want at some point, and hopefully things can go right. With that, um, that's literally about it. When it's just talking about my job, I just hope I get it. To be completely honest with you guys, and I hope it's not too hard. I hope it's not too hard. I just heard what I was going to do when I was going to work at the place, so I think I'm pretty confident of what I have to do, but we have to see. Like I said, when something comes around, it's always a catch or something like that for me, and I don't know why. I don't know why everything is just so difficult when I'm trying to do something, and everything's so easy when somebody else trying to do something. It's so weird, but we're gonna go ahead and move aside. So, a lot of you guys are probably wondering. Let me go ahead and take another sip of my Dr Pepper. Another you got like a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why did you refund your festival lace skin? If it doesn't come back, I'm not going to regret it, but I know the skin will probably eventually come back because looking at the item shop, which I'm going to go ahead and look at this now. I'm getting sick of this, y'all. I look at the shop almost all the time, and the shops are literally the same every time I get on the game. I miss a few days of the shop, and I would say when I'm missing anything, of course you're gonna get a new collab, right? Of course you're gonna get a new collab. Looking at the shop, whatever. You're gonna see a collab in the shop. I think the best thing I probably seen in the shop, looking at it right now, is probably the llama conger because that's the emote I want. Night out is a repetitive emote, so I'm not buying that. I don't think it should be 500. If it was 300, I probably would have got it, but no. Let's go ahead and talk about Festival Lace real quick while I'm kind of just looking through the shop real quick. Um, so why I refunded the skin? So obviously the WWE and Fortnite collab is coming out very very soon, and I literally got like no money to spend on Fortnite right now. And I could, I guess I could go to the store and kind of just buy a Fortnite card, but I don't think that would be worth it. So what I did was instead of spending the money I had, just went ahead and I just went ahead and just refunded the Festival Lace skin, which is a skin that comes back ever so often. It comes out pretty often. It releases like I feel like releases two or three times in like a month span anyway. So I'm not really concerned about kind of just refunding the skin and all, just because I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic skin. I think it's worth it for 800 V bucks, but two skins, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, whatever, the pickaxes, the emotes, and all that other stuff. Like, I really do want those skins, and um, yeah, I'm saving up whatever I have to go ahead and grab them. I missed out on the Galaxy skin in the cup. I was like 10 points away from actually getting the skin and stuff like that, and it actually came out in the shop recently. I didn't have enough for it. I can wait on that skin. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but I'm gonna pick it up nonetheless because I love the galaxy skins inside of Fortnite. I always think there's like they kind of like affinity stones. You should go ahead and just go ahead and grab. Kind of like the bright bombers. They're kind of like they're kind of like the new bright bomber for me because they kind of not releasing any more bright bomber skins. So I'm just like, okay, that might be the next set of skins I might think about picking up. I'm missing bubble bomber, right? And then one of the galaxy skins. I don't know if it's Galaxy Grappler. That's the name of it. I'm not sure if that is the name, but it's some galaxy skin that came out after Galaxy Scout, and I kind of want that one, and I want the new one that came out with that new tournament as well. Even though I don't think that one's the greatest, but that's okay. Galaxia is really good as well. But like I said, like the late skin can wait. I'll go ahead and probably pick it back up, most likely at another time when I have the money to do so. And I'll go ahead and pick that skin up, no question, no doubt about it. Um, like I said, I want that Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch skin. So I went in and just basically refunded it. Now I got 1,600 V bucks. I got Save the World missions to do, three of those, and then one more coming out tonight. As long as I complete at least one of those daily challenges before 8 o'clock. So I kind of got a plan going on here. So if the if the WWE collab comes out, I'm expecting collab to at least be out for the remainder of the season. So I'm just going ahead and save my V Buzz up for that. And also kind of save my V Buzz up for the next season. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and move on to our third topic, which is next season, season four, chapter four, season four. And all I'm gonna say is, man, my expectations is gonna be very low. I said this on last episode, I think. My expectations is going to be very low going into the season because I'm not really too confident in what Fortnite brings to the table as far as a story or different things like that. The end of the season might be a kind of a wild card though because it's gonna have an event probably, and It's probably gonna shock a lot of us what might happen in the event going into chapter five, I guess. Which I don't know. I feel like we're moving a little too fast here. For some reason. For some reason, we're moving a little bit too fast. I feel like, but hey, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I'm into like every season though. I'm literally like to the point where I gotta get the battle pass every season, whether I complete it or not, and different things like that. Like I said, a long time ago when I was basically playing uh that season they had Carnage in and I was unable to get that skin. I was like, I don't really care because I don't really like the skin anyway. I got a feeling in the near future somebody gonna be like, "Did you get Carnage, bro?" I'm gonna be like, "No." They'd be like, "Why not?" I'm gonna be like, "Cause it's not worth grinding for it." To be completely honest, like it's not the fact that I couldn't get it. It was literally right there. I could like all I had to do was do the challenges. I think, and I would have had the skin, but I didn't want to do 'em, to be completely honest, because I wasn't gonna get the super level edit styles anyway. So I was like, why the freak do I want the Carnage skin? But that was like literally the first battle pass when I missed out on the secret skin. So I was like, man, that kind of sucks. Last season was very messed up too. I was missed out on the very last edit style of the skin, man. That kind of upset me a little bit. I wish uh I wish I could have done something about that, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, my expectation for season four is gonna be very low, but I got a feeling it's gonna pick up anyway because of the event, whatever happens, which I don't even know what's going on with the story right now. Story literally makes no sense. I literally miss when Fortnite literally tells you what's going on. Forget finding these radios going into like a different game or something like that. Forget that. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Show me where things are located, man. Show me show me what's going on around the map in the story and like a story cuz remember chapter 1 they literally show you different stories. Even was like a little side story. It showed you what was going on, and that was crazy. In season four, it was kind of like a movie. Chapter one, season four, it's kind of like a movie they was trying to make, and different things like that. Like, what happened to the creativity? What happened to the creativity, man? Like y'all can say what y'all want, but I think David literally ran out of ideas at this point as far as the story. I don't think they know what's going on at this point. Moving on, cause I'm almost done talking about Fortnite. Yeah, I'm done talking about Fortnite to be completely honest. We'll talk about more Fortnite, I guess, when the new season rolls around. Let's talk about some more things I just been basically doing recently before we end off the podcast. We got a good amount of topics we can talk about before I end this off. So Borderlands. I've been playing that on the Xbox One with my cousin recently. Shout out to him for basically hopping on, going and playing it with me and stuff like that. I used to play Borderlands 1 with Trevor as well. Shout out to Trevor. We finished the game. I think we finished the 360 version. That's the reason why I'm not seeing my character that was leveled up like crazy on that version onto the Xbox One version. But I think you can maybe upload the character maybe that way you can use it, but I'm not really too concerned about that. I've been playing the game with my cousin, and I kind of got the pistol that reloads by itself, and kind of just puts that ammo in the weather. And I was kind of just talking to him about it the whole way through, and he was like, "How the freak you get that pistol?" I'm like, I told you it was in the game, and he want to tell me that Borderlands One trash. It's not trash, but it is insanely hard to freaking beat. I will say that the game's fun. The game's fun. All you gotta do is find the right weapons and kind of just stay on like a path of like I guess trying to how what's the word trying to stay on top of everything as far as like getting your level to the correct level of the enemies you face and doing all the missions, anything that you can possibly do to rank up your level before taking on those harder task missions and try to make those harder missions kind of make them your level that way you can go ahead and complete them faster. Just different things like that. That would be just something cool to do. But I love Borderlands as a whole. I play Siren on that game. She's basically like um, I don't know. She reminds me of Wraith a little bit, from Apex, and she does pretty cool. Like she has pretty cool abilities and different things like that. I was just telling my cousin how cool she was, and that's literally the person I like to play when it comes to Borderlands. I really do like that game though. Borderlands One, I'm loving that game. To be completely honest, I was gonna play it by myself, which I might one day, but my cousin he said let's go ahead and start it. I was like, sure, why not? I mean, might as well play it. Moving on, let's talk about the Xbox One. I've been on the Xbox One S recently. My friend's Xbox One he gave me. I've been basically been playing that a lot more recently. I used it to watch YouTube because when I'm going to PlayStation 5 like to go in rest mode, which I just go ahead and let it at this point because yeah, it'll turn off when I'm actually going to sleep and different things like that. Um so yeah, go into rest mode or whatever. So I use the Xbox to basically do that, and the Xbox has Microsoft Edge, which allows me to go to a website to basically watch free movies and TV shows. And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. So I basically watch free movie and TV shows on the freaking Xbox, and I get to watch new movies that came out, like the new Ninja Turtles movie, the new Mario Brothers movie, which I have Peacock to watch that. So I'm probably gonna go ahead sooner rather than later to go ahead and watch that. I think I might start working, like buy some like what popcorn or something like that, and then probably watch it then instead of like just watching it while really like I don't know while really feeling that movie sense of vibe. You know, I gotta feel like I'm watching a movie. I can't just like not have anything around me and not make it feel like a cinematic like type of experience. And kind of just I want to watch it at night and different things like that. So I'm gonna like change the way I do things. I probably might watch it on the weekend or whatever. Because if I'm working, why do I want to stay up at night watching a movie or something like that? I probably just if I watch a movie, I might watch it like 7 o'clock p.m. or something like that. But I'm gonna try to play the game as much as possible, and we'll see about everything and how it goes. Um, so I've been basically playing like the Xbox One a lot, more so than the PlayStation 5, and one of the reasons being is because some of the backwards compatibility games that you can go ahead and play that you can't play on the PS5. Um, if I had a Series X and a Series S, there would be a completely different experience. I'll probably be only on the PS5 when I want to play something that isn't on the Xbox at that point. Um, they came out with this premium thing a while ago, PlayStation, because I guess Xbox was outdoing them with Game Pass. That's what it kind of looked like to me. I'm not really no PlayStation type of hater or anything because I grew up playing the PlayStation. That's all I knew when I was little. But I feel like they get a little too petty sometimes, and when Xbox get petty, that's when a lot of people want to just give Xbox a whole lot of backlash for it. But PlayStation really doesn't get any backlash at all when it comes to things. People just be like, okay, it's the best place to play or whatever. And I'm like, it's a great time to actually talk about a console discussion here on the channel. Do I think the PS5 is better than the Xbox One? I feel like to an extent, yes. Do I feel like the Xbox One is better than the PS5? Well, the Xbox Series S or X is better than PS5. I'm gonna say to an extent, yes as well because both of them has their flaws. But I'll say this: if Xbox made it so that I can record what I do on there, and they had like a editing, like a share factory as well. Like if I can record what I do and my voice carries over while me having to use OBS Studio or anything like that on the computer to go ahead and make that content, I would love Xbox a lot more. But the fact that it doesn't, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm like really good on that. Like forget that. But I will say this: I'm ready for a PC though because I'm going to mod that PC like it's no tomorrow once I get it. Um, my friend offered to basically a certain price or whatever to buy a PC off of him, and I'm ready to work so I can go ahead and do so because I want to play different games. I want to have a different experience that most people don't really get. It's really hard to have that quite of an experience. I already told myself what I was gonna do. PS5, Xbox Series X, or whatever stays in the living room. I am going to keep the PC back there in my room, so I just come out here and just vibe, play the game, whatever. And then when I need to make content or anything, I just go back to my room and just basically make the content there. What I do now is I make the content in the living room because nobody's here, so I'm just like I'm gonna make the content in the living room or whatever. And but that's literally basically how I do things. So moving aside, let's go ahead and move on. Overwatch 2, I've been basically playing that on the Xbox One as well. Um, it's it's been quite an experience. My friend was talking to me about it, talking about playing some Overwatch. We did eventually play it. We stayed up a while playing that game, and it was fun. It was fun. I didn't know I was that freaking good at that game. I'm gonna say I am. Like I'm not gonna like lie to you guys or anything like that. If I have any clips that I might want to put on my main channel one day of me just playing different games, maybe Cold War, Overwatch, and like a Fortnite, like all in one video type of scenario, I can do that. That's something I feel like that wouldn't be bad to upload on the channel. Just a mix of different games that I play. Me just making really cool clips and different things like that on those games. That would be really cool. So I'm like willing to do that. I'm very much willing to do that, and I'm like, why not? Why not? Um, I like Overwatch too. Um, but it's just the battle pass, man. I'm tired of games with battle passes. It's too much. Like I'm not buying a battle pass for every single freaking game that I play. Like it's something I'm not doing. But I will say this: I don't mind playing the game at all. I was doing a. Let me go ahead and actually go on my Twitter or X, however you guys want to say it. I basically done. I thought somebody commented on my video. I thought I basically done a top 10 least to greatest top 10 favorite Overwatch characters. And I got a like from this person that had at least 10,000 followers on Twitter. So I was like, wow, interesting. Um, so I went from my top 10 favorite characters, least to greatest, right? I put Ana, Genji, Hanzo, Echo, Cassidy, Widowmaker, Orisa, Mercy, Ash, and Diva. Diva is my favorite. She's a tank. Ash is a DPS. Mercy's a healer. So I kind of just went in that particular order, and basically showed you guys who I'm really good with and who I'm not good with. I really do like Echo, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know, she falls off sometimes. She falls off. Um, Echo is pretty cool though. Okay, so it's a lot of things that just make Overwatch a really really cool game, man. The gameplay is everything. The fact that they made it so that it's one tank instead of two tanks, you are heavily relied on if you're a tank, and your healers, man. Your healers, if they not king of the crop as far as like healing you and trying to heal the whole team, y'all not doing yourselves any favors. Like I said, I've been telling my friends and stuff like that. If I want a healer, I know they came out with this new healer that everybody loves or whatever. But if I want a healer, on my team, and somebody asks me what healer should they run, I'm gonna say Mercy, man. I love freaking healers that are like are mercies because they just tend to just get what they get what you doing and they try to follow you around or whatever. They get what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what they doing compared to a lot of the healers. I don't know why, but some honors are okay, but I don't really like when people go honor. Some people are okay when they honor. Some people are okay when they're Lucio, but not all people. I don't know why, but it hasn't been really any good Lucios lately playing Overwatch. Has not been any good Lucios. A lot of people like going Kiriko. I think that was her name. A lot of people like going her. I don't really mind people going her, but it's just like I don't really see what they bring to the table as far as a healer. I mean, a healer is concerned. I feel like that would be the healer I should be using, just because of like she has Kuna and different things like that. I just feel like I'm a character I'm interested in. I'll probably have to play her a little bit more to figure out do I like the character or not. But we'll see later on down the road. Overwatch 2 is an amazing game though. It's just the battle pass and all that. That's the problem. Like the small stuff, that's the problem. Like I think the gameplay is like literally a big part of the game, but the small stuff like the battle pass, that's what I call small. I don't think the battle pass is a big deal as long as you like. If you want the I guess the hero, the new hero or whatever, which I think they got freaking enough heroes in the game. To be completely honest with you, I don't know why they bringing out new heroes for if they not taking out other heroes. You know what I'm saying? I think they got enough healers in the game, but hey, we'll see what else they go ahead and do going forward. I wonder when they're going to hit that wall, that ceiling point, and just try to calm down on it a little bit. I'm seriously wondering when that's going to happen. Moving on. We have my first Warzone win. When I well, me and my cousin, we went to a mini battle royale trios match, and he called me, and I started laughing on the phone because he asked to play freaking Warzone, and I told him I thought I was trash. Cause he told me one day he said he apologized after he said it. He said Malcolm, I'm sorry, you trash at this game. I'm like, it's my first game on Warzone 2.0. I like my sensitivity is not like the way everybody else's is. My field of view wasn't all the way up. Like I just went in and just played the game because I was asked to download it, whatever. So I went in and played, and I was like not playing as well as I should be playing, and it just didn't go the it didn't go the way it should have went. You know what I'm saying? So that was particularly interesting. Um, I don't know. It's something else. It's something else, I guess. Um, so we went to many battle royale trios after I was just literally laughing, literally telling them I thought I was trash, huh? So we literally got on, and towards the end, my one of my teammates died, and it wasn't my cousin just yet. And then I cracked the dude, and then he used his precision airstrike, and he knocked the dude that I cracked the shield from, and we went ahead and pushed the other two, and I killed one to my right. The one on the left that was prone got my cousin, and then I just seen him prone on the ground, and I just freaking shot him, and we got the dub and many battle royale trios, and you know. Not playing probably like 20 matches of Warzone. I don't think I played 20 matches. We already got a win, so I was like, "That's pretty cool." And I said, "I thought I was trash, huh?" That's what I told him. I was just joking or whatever. But you know, I'm not even level 23 when I'm supposed to get the gun I want yet. So, you know, it's kind of hard to basically play the game when you're not really getting the weapons and stuff really off the bat. I don't own Modern Warfare 2. And if I did, I wouldn't be level freaking 20 right now. I'd probably be level 50 at most. With some better weapons, by the way. It's just weird the way freaking the Modern Warfare games do this stuff, and people want to say Modern Warfare better than Black Ops. Honestly, every Black Ops I played, I freaking enjoyed. Like Black Ops 2, I have a problem with, but that's only because I had a rough experience. I started playing the game once the hacker started to get really rough. Um, so I will say that. So you can basically tell I had a pretty decent experience with the Black Ops games, though. I tell you, when I'm telling you, I like all of them. I was underestimating Black Ops 4. I actually liked that game a lot more than I thought. I wish I would have got it a long time ago. That would have been amazing to play on the Xbox One. One day I will pick up that game for the Series X or something like that. I played it on the PS5. Very good, very good. I want it on the Xbox though, because I got every other Black Ops on the Xbox. So why not try to get the other games too? Okay, moving on. Road Company. Let's go ahead and talk about Road Company. That's another game I go ahead and play. I just wanted to go ahead and just talk about different video games I played on this episode of the podcast. So hopefully that isn't too big of a problem with you guys that are watching or listening and whatever. Um, I want to expand this podcast a little bit more as well and try to put it on more platforms. But we got to see how it goes and see if people catch wind of it or whatever. That way we can go ahead and see if, people want to see more of this or not. If you don't, I can understand by just looking at the viewership and whoever's liking the video or whatever. So it is what it is. But I wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way. So I'm making this video, well, this podcast, August 15th. You may see it on the 15th, but you may see it on the 16th. You may see it on the 16th because I kind of want to. I don't know. I kind of want to do whatever. I might upload it right after I freaking do this because I kind of want to play one of my video games right now. Probably my 2K23 game, so I'll probably stay on the PS5 a little bit more. maybe get on Spider Man a little bit or whatever, and try to mix it up or whatever. And then my cousin might come down here, when I get through with that. Hopefully I can just complete Spider Man. I might just hurry up and finish that game. That way I can play GTA 3, which is something I want to go ahead and play. But let's talk about Road Company. I kind of just got off track like I usually do. Great game, man. A great free to play game. You know, I've been playing Fortnite, Overwatch 2, Warzone, Road Company. Just a lot of free to play titles. Cause I don't have gold. Uh, I think my PS Plus is about to run out too, so I need to hurry up and get this job as quickly as possible. And yeah, Road Company is a really good game. I think it has a unique team that is kind of just building a great game around, man. Like all around. It's a very good game. I like the different things you can do. It's like Fortnite and Call of Duty mixed together. That's what Road Company really is, but in third person, obviously. Um, Great game, man. If you guys haven't played it, I recommend you guys go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and give it a chance. I play a lot of Strikeout, which is basically a mode where you and your teammates and also the enemy team have a certain amount of lives. You share those lives, and when all those lives are depleted, that's when the round ends. Or if you get on a checkpoint, well, it's not a checkpoint, but it's like domination a little bit. When it comes to that part. You walk up to where you capture or wherever, and if your teammate, if you and your team gets killed off or not near the point at all, or the objective rather, the other team will go over to the objective and try to claim that point. That way, you guys have a chance of loot. You will lose that round if you're not over there within the given time limit for when it ends. Sometimes it's like really unexpected, but I think it's when really your lives are kind of just down when the timer wants to like kind of just click off or whatever. So I recommend you guys go ahead and check that out. Um, it's a pretty fire game. I ain't even gonna lie. I like Road Company. Um, awesome. I think my main in that game is Ronin, which is kind of like pretty much a basic character in the game, but at the same time, I really do like her KA-30 weapon. I've been basically using that, and not play I might not play Ronin as much once I max that weapon out. I might just play Phantom, maybe. Might play a little Phantom. Might also play a little Scorch, maybe. Scorch or Lancer, maybe. When the time comes around. Dahlia, I kind of want that character, so I'm thinking about spending my reputation on that character. Um, I think Kestrel, not Kestrel. It's somebody that turns invisible or whatever that you can use. That's a pretty cool character as well. It's so many things that's so cool about that game, and I'm gonna take some time whenever I have time today to go ahead and play it. I kind of just want to mix around different things I do today. I'm probably gonna play WWE for a little bit after, excuse me, after completing the podcast, after doing this podcast here. I'm gonna probably play Spider Man when I get tired of playing WWE, and then I'm gonna work on Dance Central content for my viewers on X21 Plays because I got 31 subscribers over there. If you guys can do me a favor and check out that channel, that would be pretty cool as well. And yeah, so let's talk about Dance Central 3, man. I'm moving on from Road Company. Um, that's basically what I've been doing on X21 Plays. I'm literally just talking about it. Dance Central content, and it's just something that I've been playing since I was little, basically. So let me go. Let me just tell you guys a story, man. Let's go ahead and do a little story time. Um, so I played Dance Central 3 when I was little, back in elementary school, Gretna Elementary School, which that 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 was one of the reasons why I said wherever my life, however it went, I'm glad it hasn't really changed that all that too much or whatever, because those were great memories, man. Just going ahead and just doing that or whatever. Um, that's been pretty cool to do. Um, playing that Dance Central game and then getting it for myself. Uh, for the Xbox 360. We was playing Dance Central 3 at school, and then when I told my mom I wanted Dance Central, she bought me Dance Central 2, and I was a little disappointed, but I actually fell in love with that game. I wanted Dance Central 3 because it had Gundam style on there, and that was probably like my favorite song to dance to on that game. Playing it at school, which I don't think I got a chance to play the song at school. I think I seen it played though, and I kind of wanted to. It makes you kind of feel kind of cool. At least it made me feel cool. Looking at it, I was like, wow. I was like, man, that's like very insane to just have that game in your grasp or whatever. So what I've been basically doing ever since, I've been playing that game for almost a decade now, or probably a little over a decade, because it's 2023 when the game came out in like 2013. I think. I think it came out somewhere around that time. Um, and it's just been basically great. It's been basically great to go ahead and just play that game. It's been amazing. When I play that game, brings so many childhood memories back and different things like that, and it also brings new memories because how much of a pain it is to do some of the custom DLCs or some of the imports in that game. Which I told my viewers I was gonna make a video, make like 6 videos a few days ago, and haven't done it yet because how much of like a pain of the Brick House song, Brick House, that old song Brick House. Um, they have this move where you got to take 2 steps, which is not hard to do. Right foot, you step with that. Left foot, you step with that, and you turn your head right. You turn your head kind of like facing forward to the TV screen, and you move your shoulders from right to left, and then you clap. It's easy. It's easy. I done it on rehearse because I kept getting it wrong on performance, which is basically like your regular mode that you use to get those high scores or whatever. But that's what performing is, and rehearse you basically practicing those songs. So I got done with it with rehearse, and I was getting really good, nice moves, flawless moves or whatever with it. And I went ahead and all right, let me try performing. Hit record on my OBS studio, man, ready to get it done and whatever. That way I can go ahead and move on to the next song. And right then when I get to that part, takes 2 steps, did right foot, did left foot, turn my head right, turn my head towards back to the TV screen. I seen almost on the screen. I said, bro, come on. So I was like, let me try the second move. Right shoulder, left shoulder, and clap. When I went in and clapped, almost again. I'm like, I'm over here like shaking my head like no, bro. Man, I'm replaying the song over and over and over and over again, and it's low key just getting on my nerves. And I was like, can't do it no more, man. I can't do it no more. So I just get off. Next day I try it again. Same thing the next day. Next day try it again. Same thing again. I'm like, man, what the freak? I spent hours on this song. I don't know where I haven't got it yet. It's just a luck of a draw, people. It's just luck of a draw, folks. Like it's very hard to play that song. It's very hard, and I will say that. I'll put that on everything. It's very hard to go in and do, but like I said, it is what it is when it comes to that. And it's one of my favorite games. I like it over Just Dance because the characters or whatever. It's not like those characters that you really can't see on Just Dance, which I'm glad they trying to. I'm glad they changing it up a little bit because I like the way they have Just Dance now. I was just playing So On My not playing So On My by Ava Max, but $1 Million Baby by Ava Max. That's probably like one of my favorite songs to do on the game. Not even because it's easy. The movement is very unique. It's very like relatable. Not like relatable, but like something that you can catch wind of very quickly and go ahead and do. I mean, yes, it's girl moves or whatever, but it's a great exercise. I will say that at least I will say that it's a great exercise, and I love my Just Dance game. I went in and bought it um a few months ago, and I've been playing it ever since. And I've been enjoying it, man. It's probably been one of the better Just Dance games, but at the same time, they need to get that Just Dance Plus or whatever that is. They need to get that on track. Um, all those songs that's on them previous Just Dance titles should be on that game, and I should not be waiting. I should not be waiting. When I played Just Dance 2020, I was able to play all the songs from the previous Just Dance. At least I thought so because I looked them up and they were all freaking there when I was playing it. I played every song that I wanted to play at least. And when I get on the game 3 years later and she Just Dance 2023, I'm like, what the world, man? Like, I'm like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the freak are we doing here? I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't. I don't. Um, So let's go ahead and talk about our last topic of the video. Let's go ahead and do that. Um, so basically, games I'm looking to complete. That's kind of why I just want to talk about. Like I said, I was just talking about Spider Man. I wanted to go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do Spider Man, and then I'm gonna move on to WWE 2K23. I'm gonna finish the rest of the showcase, which I'm kind of like at the end of that. I'm gonna go on to finish. I'm going to get on the Xbox One after that and play. Well, obviously I got Borderlands to do because me and my cousin playing that on the Xbox One, and then we got what else we got GTA 3. I finished GTA San Andreas. I was almost at the end of Vice City on the PS5, which is a bummer. Uh, Not that the fact that I was at the end of it, but obviously they changed the way their premium subscription for Plus was. So you got to buy the most expensive version to be able to play that game. So I found that freaking ridiculous, and I was a little mad about that. So I was like, crap, man. I was like literally at the end of the game too, and they gonna do that to me. And yeah. So I got it for Christmas or whatever. For the Xbox One, I've been basically playing it on there, and I'm playing GTA 3 at the moment. Um, so I got GTA 3 to do. Like I said, what Borderlands, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I got that to play, and that's literally about it at the moment. Castle Crashers Remaster. I kind of want to go ahead and play that. I want to go ahead and record those games, but I gotta go ahead and then and complete these Dance Central games. That's the reason why I kind of just left some of my campaign games alone, my story games alone at the moment, because I want to go ahead and just work on my Dance Central content and go ahead and complete that game up and hopefully get some things right on there and hopefully it should be good. I'm thinking about hopping on the 360. I want to do it after this podcast, but I was like, nah, I don't know. My mind is like in like two different like time types of words right now. I want to work, obviously make money and stuff like that, but also I want to play video games, stream, record, whatever it needs to do to make it to the top. I want to go ahead and do that and make whatever opportunity I have out of that, worth something. I see my subscriber count keep lowering, man. Like I keep bringing it up, doing my shorts or whatever else I need to do or whatever, and then it just lowers back down. I just need to just keep my head up, man, and try to do whatever else I need to do to make myself more noticed. That's probably what I need to do. Like people are not just gonna find me just doing YouTube videos all the time. I need to do more shorts. I need to do more TikToks. That way, I can make an identity of what I want to do here on the channel. Maybe upload some of my videos to TikTok as well. That way, more people can catch a drift of what I do here on the channel. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Um, I had a great time basically making the videos or whatever. for you guys here on the channel whenever I just do things in general. I love making videos, and it doesn't matter if it's a podcast, gameplay video, combo video, whatever it is I'm doing. I guarantee you guys I enjoy doing what I'm doing. And hopefully we can get to a certain point where we can start building a solid community that is the best Fortnite community of all time. I would say that this is probably one of my longest videos, but at the same time, I just wanted to just talk to you guys about it. And yeah, um, we will do episode 5 whenever I have the time to go ahead and do so. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.